Hi, my name is Gökhan and this is Late Night Stocks. I'm gonna evaluate the news about Moderna, BioNTech and Novavax in this video. After another roller coaster week for these stocks, investors have probably mixed feelings. We see a lot of upgrades and downgrades for these stocks. Recently, Deutsche Bank downgraded Moderna stock to sell, and last week Piper Sandler upgraded its rating from neutral to overweight. Who is right? It's not an easy question, but the numbers and news will help us to evaluate the situation. After that, we are going to talk about BioNTech and its silent revolution. The company developed a new formulation of its COVID-19 vaccine and didn't get a corresponding reaction from the Wall Street. After that, we are going to evaluate Novavax's response to political news. As you probably know, the stock price has sharply fallen, namely about 30% in the pre-market, after an article from Politico. I evaluated this news in a previous video. You can find it in our vaccine playlist. Novavax is very volatile, and is it a good time to buy the dip or better to stay away from this stock? For the answers and more, please watch the video till the end. We are currently about 950 subscribers and let's make it 1000. Please don't forget to give a like and don't forget to subscribe our channel. When we look at the Moderna 5 days chart, this week was not a good week for investors. The stock prices closed on Friday at $327, where it was almost the same level on Monday. Let's start with good news. On the 20th October, Moderna announced FDA authorization of a booster dose of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine in the US. This emergency use authorization granted for individuals 65 years old of age and older and individuals aged 18 through 64 within certain high-risk groups. This approval targets the same group of BioNTech Pfizer booster shots. These booster shots will be authorized for all age groups in my opinion, but they are waiting for more data for that. As we saw from the chart, the stock price didn't react to this good news. Let's continue with the Deutsche Bank sell rating topic. Let me analyze the sentences of this news. Deutsche Bank called the COVID-19 vaccine maker a concept stock, giving shares in the biotech a sell rating and price target 34% below the stock's previous closing price. I searched this terminology concept stock for you and found this. These stocks are generally defined as stocks with extremely high market to sales ratios. Moderna doesn't have high revenues in comparison to other pharma companies, but has high profit margin. Trailing PE is not important because we are almost in the fourth quarter. Forward PE will become a trailing PE in a couple of months. Earnings are more important than revenues because high profit margin is overall desired for a company. When we come back to the news, Deutsche Bank's Emmanuel Papadakis degraded the rating to a sell and put a price target of $225. If I put this price target, you can see more dislikes than likes in our videos. Of course, our price targets doesn't base on the ratings. We put about $330 price target for Moderna in April, and probably most of analysts doesn't have any idea about the potential of this company. After the S&P 500 inclusion and successful quarters, Moderna's stock price should exceed $500. So we are independent and nobody gives money for these videos. But you can support us just buying a coffee for us, and we highly appreciate it. You can find the link down below the video. On the other hand, I checked the Deutsche Bank stock and saw a dramatic picture. This bank had $28 billion market cap and the 1-year price target is even lower. When we look at the Moderna's balance sheet, we see $8 billion total cash. The company has about 60% profit margin and will get more than $40 billion revenue from vaccine sales in next 2 years. This makes around $25 billion earnings. Actually, Moderna can buy Deutsche Bank with its cash in 2 years, but one analyst thinks that it is overvalued. Sorry, but I completely disagree with him. Please leave your opinions in the comments down below the video. BioNTech performed better than other vaccine stocks this week. The stock price increased about 10% so far. The news is good. Pfizer and BioNTech announced phase 3 trial data showing high efficacy of booster dose of their COVID-19 vaccine. The highlight was a relative vaccine efficacy of 96% against disease during a period when Delta variant was the prevalent strain. So, if you get the booster shot, the probability of being sick of coronavirus is less than 5%. Great, isn't it? Another good news was the new formulation of Comirnaty. This formulation isn't approved but got a positive opinion from CHMP. The new formulation eases the transportation and storage conditions which were a big concern last year. The new formulation for the currently approved population will be available in a phased rollout starting in early 2022. In other words, in a couple of months. This is a silent revolution in my opinion. Last but not least, about BioNTech, Deutsche Bank gave hold rating for the company. I might be ignorant, but hold rating doesn't make sense to me. They say neither sell nor buy. Actually, giving a hold is a professional way to say I don't know. The company has a forward PE ratio of 5 and you give a hold rating. I would like to ask these people what is a buy for them. Let's continue with Novavax. The shares are 20% down since last week. The political news, I don't know how to call them, but let's say the news, made a big pressure on the stock price and it hit 6 months low again. The news was about Novavax possible manufacturing problems in the US and warned the world against delays in COVAX campaign. The article pointed out some mysterious people who were familiar with the company as a source. I analyzed this article and you can find the video in our vaccine playlist. Today I'm gonna analyze the response from Novavax. After a couple of hours, Novavax confirmed confidence in regulatory filing timelines and manufacturing quality. The company also pointed out these anonymous sources and rejected the manufacturing and quality problems. The key point is its global supply chain, which is expected to achieve a capacity of 150 million doses per month by the end of fourth quarter. The company has strong partners all around the world, and this vaccine can be more easily manufactured than mRNA vaccines because its technology is well known in the world. Serum Institute of India, which is the world's largest vaccine manufacturer, waiting for World Health Organization approval to produce hundreds of millions of doses. The vaccine itself is first class and the manufacturing problems can be solved. You can check the rest of the response on the company's website. I think the company highlighted the right news against the manipulators. Concerning about the quality and manufacturing problems before the approval is unfair and costs a lot of lives in the world. Manufacturing is a facility dependent and each factory and supplier should be checked separately. I don't think the Serum Institute of India or other established partners will fail to produce these jobs. Novavax is now less risky than 6 months ago. I think this news is a signal of dirty manipulation on the stock. This is my personal opinion because I don't get the point. Novavax is now oversold and some good news may be a big catalyst for the stock price. I'm gonna hold my shares this year because I think this company has still at least 2x potential. Please do also your own research before investing. Thanks for watching till the end. Please give a like and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.